Hey there Internet! It's been a while since I've done a book haul video because I haven't really had much of a haul lately, but I went a little crazy at my library, plus I got a hold of some ARCs from some really fantastic people, so I wanted to share what I am reading right now. I grabbed a few things from my library over winter break. First up is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Sloan. Really don't know much about this other than the title, that it's a 24-hour bookstore in San Francisco. There's a usual cast of colorful characters who hangs around there, and there's supposed to be a little bit of a mystery involved. A few of my students read it, they said it was really great, so I wanted to give it a try for myself. I also took I Am the Messenger by Markus Zusak. I read The Book Thief a few years ago for library school and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing, I was blown away, and one of my coworkers said that this is an equally stirring story by him. I'm really excited about this one. To satisfy my short story craving, I am currently reading the Curiosities by Maggie, Stiefvater, Tessa, Gratton, and Brenna, Yovanoff. These are a lot of stories from their Mary Sisters of Fates website that they used to have, and what's really cool about this is that they comment on each other's stories. They draw in comments and they write things and they underline sort of what their thought process is of, they critique each other. So I've been just reading a few of these every night before I go to bed. It's really fascinating from a devout reader and a writer's point of view, so I'm loving this one right now. To satisfy a little bit of nonfiction in my life, I'm currently reading Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. I recently got into drawing again when I saw that Books and Quills went to the British Museum with Shu Rayner. I'm hoping that this will help me get back into drawing because I really loved it when I was little. I also made a few purchases. The first one is by Amanda Brown. It's Legally Blonde. I had no idea that the movie was based on this book, and I recently discovered that because the school I work at is doing Legally Blonde the musical. So it's going to be really fun to see how the three different Elle Woods stories maybe change and what stayed the same. I also got a copy finally of 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. Again, I read this in library school and absolutely loved it. It totally blew me away, and I helped organize the faculty book club at my school, and this was our first choice for what we wanted to read, so I have to reread this one before I get back to work for sure. Then there are the ARCs. I was lucky enough to win an ARC of Scarlet from Macmillan, and if you read Cinder and you loved it, I promise Scarlet does not disappoint. I actually already read this one. I'll be doing a video about it soon, and it's just incredible. You still get to see Cinder and Kai, but then you also have Scarlet and France, and yes, there is a big bad wolf, and this sci-fi retelling of these fairy tales has been incredible. I never thought I would love it, and I am totally enamored, and I cannot wait for everyone to get to read this book come February. Now, the rest of the books I'm going to talk about, I was lucky enough to get at a book bloggers meeting librarian swap that I attended last weekend. It was hosted by Lisa, who runs the Who Are You blog. There's going to be a link to her post on our gathering down below. Another sequel that I was lucky enough to get a copy of was Prodigy by Marie Lu. This is the sequel to Legend. I am loving it so far. You still have Day, you still have June, you have the Republic and the Colonies, and you have this gorgeous design where Day's chapters are written in blue and June's are in black, and it's just an incredible action-packed story. I am really enjoying this one right now. Next up is Team Human, which is already out, I know, but I'm still really excited. I am not the hugest into vampire books. I'm very selective about it, and this one was described to me as really funny. What if Bella had had a best friend to tell her, hey, falling for Edward, maybe not such a good idea. I've heard amazing things, and I'm really hoping that I'll get to this one soon. Next up is Venom by Fiona Paul. I'm really excited about this one because it's historical fiction. It takes place in Venice, which I got to visit when I studied abroad, and it also has some supernatural elements, I'm told. I don't really know, and this is an ARC, so there's not much of a blurb on it, but I cannot wait to read this. Apparently I'm really craving historical fiction because I also took Something Strange and Deadly by Susan Dennard. This is got historical fiction plus zombies, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm usually not too much into zombies, but to be fair, I haven't given them much of a chance. I got was Seraphina by Rachel Hartman. This is high fantasy and dragons and crossbreeding and stuff. Shenanigans. I have heard mixed reviews on this one, but since it was on the table, I decided to grab a copy. Next up is Wisdom's Kiss by Catherine Gilbert Murdoch. I loved her Dairy Queen trilogy. I thought it was awesome. It's a thrilling, romantic adventure incorporating magic, villainy, and a cat, which I think is just so cute. It came out in September 2011, so this one's been out for a while, but again, I'm loving fairy tales, and I just think they're fun to get lost in, so I have very high hopes for this one. And finally, I took Innocent Darkness by Suzanne Lazear. I have never read a full steampunk novel. I've read short stories and liked it, so I really just kind of saw the cover. And I love how the first line of the blurb is, if one girl lives, the whole world dies. So, yeah, I'm interested. So those are my book picks of late 2012. I'm hoping to read as many as I can, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to make videos on as many as I can too. I know it's the holiday season, so things are going to be a little nuts right now, but I'll definitely be posting down on the blog. Something else that's new is I have finally joined the world of Tumblr. I'm still trying to figure it out. I feel like I don't know if I'm doing it right, so there's going to be a link to that down below. I am at butinmyotherlife.tumblr.com, so I am hoping to get followers, and please people tell me what to do. I don't know. But I'm having fun figuring it out. So that is my book haul. If you guys have comments on any of the books I have or suggestions, please leave them down below. I love hearing what you all have to say. And that's it for me for now, Internet. Take care. Bye-bye.